I'm sitting here today with Samir Keaton. Samir, how you feeling, man?
I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling good.
Good, bro. Good. So, obviously, man, you from New Jersey. Tell me how that experience, kind of being from New Jersey, being raised in New Jersey, bro. Tell me how that experience has kind of shaped you as a person and as an artist.
I feel like it shaped me as a person and an artist because, like, where I'm from Newark, New Jersey. It's not fun there, like at all. So seeing like hardships when you coming up, I felt like a lot of that really ain't aligned with the person that I was. So really seeing that contrast and like me knowing the person that I am and like seeing all the struggles and hardships, it made me into a better person who wants more for myself, to be more determined, like and more driven and more creative, because it's easy for me to see like contrast and stuff.
Right. So obviously, when would you say that you got your kind of like start in being an artist? Obviously, like you said, in North New Jersey, there's not many opportunities there. So how would you say you kind of started with video camera and everything like that?
I feel like I've always been an artist since I was young. Before, it was music. Right now, it's video. But I feel like I've always been an artist since I was young. I always felt like it was just an expression of myself, the way I could talk better if I was rapping, putting things together. I enjoy, like, I always say, like, my mind is like a wheel, because I enjoy, like, making things come all together. It's kind of like making my brain spin. Like, that's why I say it's like a wheel.
And you kind of talk about how you kind of started in rapping. Tell me how like that came about, how you kind of started rapping and things like that.
It kind of just came like naturally. Me and my best friend, we used to just sit on my porch in Jersey, and we used to just be like writing raps and stuff, and like it just came so naturally.
And kind of talk about how you kind of transitioned from the rapping into video camera.
A lot of the rapping for me, to be honest, it was my confidence. I wasn't really confident in the things I do. And it show, because everybody be like, oh, you're so talented, you're so good at it. But I never used to like truly believe that myself. And so like my passion for it started to dwindle. And then I started to like me and J-Dub, we watch movies all the time and stuff like that. But I've always been watching movies since I was young. And I always be like, oh, I feel like I could make a movie one day and stuff like that. After I had a really bad breakup, I was like, I'm gonna pick up this camera and kind of use that to fuel positive energy instead of doing something like super negative. And that's how I kind of transitioned into videography, and I've been loving it since.
Kind of talk about some of the things that you started doing with the camera. Obviously, I remember at my birthday, you kind of like did a little movie or whatever. You kind of did a little movie for Friends of Us, and like those are cool projects, but they've also like those are dope. So I kind of talk about how that process has been.
It's been fun. A lot of stuff, like they always say like bring your camera everywhere. So it started off me just bringing my camera places and getting like footage and just putting it together. Like I hate editing, but I do it because I like to record and stuff like that. But putting it all together, like seeing how it all comes together has been fun. Like it's really a great experience just seeing it all come together, because that's what I was saying earlier. Like when I watch movies and stuff like that, I'm observing of like how stuff comes all together. And it's also like a challenge because I don't know everything. I'm new in the space, you know. Sometimes I ask Josh questions, and sometimes I ask Trocon stuff like that. Or just being able to have a support group around me and like challenge myself. It's been great.
With taking video and stuff like that, obviously it's not an easy thing, you know what I'm saying? Being able to find things and kind of making it conducive, everything, especially when you're kind of just free form recording, you know what I'm saying? You don't really have a thing in mind. So how do you think when you go to these spaces and you take the camera and you start recording, what kind of goes through your mind as you're recording and editing and things like that to make it a good final product?
A lot of it, I think, comes from like me watching so many movies that I kind of think of like life as like a movie. I have like things on my bucket list that I want to recreate kind of from movies. So I think when I go places, I always think of it like this looks like a movie, or this is like a really cool shot, because I think about it like as if it was a movie kind of thing. I think that's how it kind of helps me put everything together in certain ways.
What movies would you say like inspired you with camera work? Like what movies do you think really, you know what I'm saying, helped you out and like, yo, I really want to do this camera shit?
One movie that I have a lot, but one movie that I could really say did it for me it's called Archie's Final Project. It's a big graphic, so I really wouldn't recommend it for like a lot of people. but it's basically about a boy who wants to record his suicide on the camera. The overarching theme of the movie was basically about like you don't have to want to stop living in order to become a new person, or in order to break who you are now. You can break who you are now and still continue living and be a better person. But he was doing his suicide movie on a vintage camera, and it really inspired me because it was like a film within a film, and I was like, yeah, I think I could do that.
So what are some other inspirations that you have besides movies and things like that that kind of inspire you with video camera work, or even outside of video camera work?
Music videos a lot. I watch a lot of music videos. I look at like a lot of the cool stuff that people do. Music inspires me a lot. A lot of alternative music. I listen to a lot of rock music. The rock music inspires me. And also like the people I have around me really inspire me as well. Like a lot of 40i. Sometimes I feel like all of them don't feel like they might be as creatively in tune as everybody else, but everybody helps everything come together, and like seeing all that come together is really inspiring.
And what are some things that like you kind of see yourself doing in the future with the video camera? Like, what are some projects that you see yourself doing in the future?
I see myself doing a lot. Like I said, like I always wanted to make a movie. So like shooting movies is something that I love to do. I really had to think on it. Like Trocon would be asking me like, what do you want to do with this kind of deal? Like not as aggressive as that, and I would always be like, I don't know. But now I feel like I finally got my foot in now. The more I dive into it, I feel like this is kind of what I want to do, and take it as far as I possibly can.
That's dope. And what can we look forward in your 40i AMPED playlist?
So I'm not gonna lie, I be listening to a lot of bullshit. But I listen to a lot of underground music, rock music, rap music, alternative music. So you could kind of expect a mix of things. It's not for everybody, but I enjoy it.
But what are some artists that we can see on?
I've been listening to a lot of Jades. My sister, she put me on the Dominic Fike. You might see Blink 182 in there. A lot of MDP might be in there. Shout out MDP. Yeah, it's just a mix of like underground rap, rock, alternative music.
Type shit. All right, man.
All right, man.